Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, X-Wing players and potential X-Wing players. My call sign is BatMando, and if you are new to this game or just getting back into it, then this is the place to be. So, welcome to our channel. Please make sure to subscribe to our future transmissions, and please click like on the videos that you want us to make more of. So, in which case, today we're going to be building a list, specifically a swarm list. So you're going to hear my 2 credits on how to build it, and you can always take those 2 credits and use them or discard them. It doesn't matter to me because you're flying what you want to fly. So in the event there's something that you are confused about, you can go to any one of these resources, which are always left in the video description of any of our videos so that you can click on that link and go to it. So now, speaking of going to it, let's get to it. And I'm going to take us to Yasby over here. And in which case, we're going to go ahead and start building an Imperial list. So in which case, we're going through here. Now, you may notice that as we scroll through here, that there are some red ones. Red means that you don't have it. Black means that you do. And in which case, I will tell you that I've been playing this for a long time. So I have a lot of things that not everybody does. So in which case you can see over here where it is available. So in which case, if you are looking for Dark Curse, then you're going to have to buy the Battle of Yavin battle pack. So in which case, let's go ahead and move on here. So as you can see, we got Dark Curse already starting. And then we're going to go ahead and come down here. Oh, need to select a ship. So in which case, we're going to go ahead and come down here. This is going to be nothing but TIE fighters. So we're going to have 6 TIE fighters in this list. And yes, 6 sounds like a whole bunch to fly, and it is to a degree. So in which case, I'm just going to tell you that, hey, just check out what the whole entire list does before you say, oh, no, that's 6. I can't do that. You can. It just takes some time. So we're going to have Hell Runner as soon as I can find him. Hold on. Where is Hell Runner? Hell Runner. There you are. So Hell Runner. And then we're also going to throw in some stuff in a second. We're going to also get, let's just go ahead and get all the ships that I plan on putting there. Oh, wrong ship. So here we go. We're going to find Backstabber. And then we're also going to go ahead and find Mauler. And let's see here. We got 2 more to go on this one. So then we're going to go ahead and find, well, first we got to get a TIE fighter in there. Now notice that when I went to click this TIE fighter, it's saying that I cannot field this list with your collection. Now, I didn't put my entire collection in here, so I do have enough TIE fighters to fly this list. But if you are trying to fly a list and you only have 4 TIE fighters, well, obviously you have to use 2 other ships or find another ship that equals the same number of points and get it up to 20. So let's see here. Delmico. And then we have 2 points left. And when you have only 2 points left, sometimes you just have to get a ship that is a generic. And generics aren't bad. It's just that they're not going to be as well. What's the word I'm looking for? They're not going to be, I mean, they're going to be good. They're going to be good in the aspect of, yes, they can shoot. Yes, they can keep people from shooting somebody else. They can still throw stuff at your opponent, or they can still pick up objectives. They're still going to be good for what they're worth, but as you can see here, this Black Squadron Ace of the TIE Fighter, he's in Initiative 3. He only has 2 attack, but he can still run around and get stuff as needed. So in which case, there we have it. Now, as you can see from some of the pre-built cards here, you can see that Dark Curse. By the way, if you don't know what Dark Curse does, you can take a look over on the right part of the screen, and it says, while you defend, the attacker's dice cannot be modified. So that's already a pretty cool card to begin with. And then you add on Ruthless and Precision Ion Engines, and look what you got there. So now we're going to go ahead and start building out the pieces that do not have the upgrades already put in there. So in which case, I'm going to scroll down here, look for elusive. And that's going to take 4 of the 8 points on his loadout there. And then I'm also going to scroll down here and find Predator, and that's going to fill him up with 7 out of 8. There's not a modification that I could really, I mean, I could go ahead and add a targeting computer, but you're really not going to use it. So if you're just looking for something to fill the whole entire thing out, go ahead. But yes, you can go ahead and get this. Now, with Disciplined, you could perform a target lock action, and that doesn't even mean that you need the target lock there. So as in the targeting computer, anybody can go ahead and do that. So now we're going to come down here to, ooh, I put in the wrong pilot. You can put in Delmico, or you could also put in Gideon Hask, which is who I'm going to go ahead and put in. So here we are with Gideon. And with Gideon, again, I'm going to give him Elusive. Let's see here. Elusive, time pass it up. Uh-oh. That embarrassing moment where you're doing a video and you can't find what you're looking for. So now, in which case, looking for Predator, boom. And then we're going to go ahead and throw in Precision Ion Engines. Now, for those of you who do not know what that is, take a look to your right, and you can see that you can turn a K-turn into a Senor's Loop. So there it is. Now, this is the entire list. So you can see that we have a lot of stuff going on here. We have 1/6 initiative, then we have 3 5. So Hellrunner is a 5, Backstabber is a 5, Mauler is a 5. Then you have Gideon as a 4. Now, Gideon has a pretty nasty ability there, which is while you perform an attack against a damaged defender, roll 1 additional attack die. And then you have this guy right here who's just going to be flying along with everybody else. Hellrunner is given a pretty wicked ability that while a friendly ship at range 0 to 1 performs a primary attack, that ship may re-roll 1 attack die. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that is going on here. Backstabber and Mauler, you're going to want to fly them within each other's side arc. That way they can roll an additional die. So that means if you are flying them next to each other, instead of having a 2 attack, they're going to have a 3 attack. And then imagine if you get them range 1 of somebody, that means that you're going to be throwing 4 attack dice for Backstabber and for Mauler. So this is a pretty wicked build out, especially since it's a pre-build that you have to get in the Battle of Yavin pack. So now, essentially, when you're looking at flying a swarm list, you want to normally keep all of those ships together. Now, I get it. Let's say that somebody drops a bomb right in front of your swarm. Then yes, you are going to have to break that swarm up. But you need to try to keep certain players with each other. So like, let's say if you can keep all 3 of these 5s together, that means that Backstabber and Mauler are throwing 3 attack die every round. And then you have Hellrunner, which is going to give you a reroll. And it's not just 1 reroll. It is a reroll for each ship. So that means if you are able to keep all 6 of these together, that all 6 of them are getting at least 1 guaranteed reroll. So this is what makes this list dangerous. And probably Hellrunner is going to be the first target of attack. Now, if you're asking how are you supposed to fly all 6 of these together, like in what order and everything else, typically I'm going to tell you that you are going to fly them with so you're going to have 1 in the front, 1 in the back, and you're going to have them 3 across spread. So you will be flying them basically like a rectangle, which is 2x3 of TIE fighters. And then you have to determine what is going to be the best order to keep those ships in. So I have seen people where they put the TIE fighter generic, the Black Squadron Ace in the front, Gideon in the front, and then they have Dark Curse in the front, because trying to hit Dark Curse is difficult when you cannot modify your dice. So in which case they go ahead and put those 3 in the front, and then they put Backstabber, Hellrunner, and Mauler all in the back. And in which case, I'm going to tell you that you're going to have to fly very fancy or fly with a lot of thought here. If you're going to put a 6 in the front and have a 5 in the back, that means you're going to be playing leapfrog the entire time. So you have to be able to plan your movements so that when your 5 is supposed to go first when flying, they have to fly over or jump over Dark Curse here, and then Dark Curse is going to have a movement that flies over them. So now, if you don't want that kind of headache, then go ahead and leave Dark Curse in the back, and then put somebody in the front, one of your 5s here. But again, if you are going to split up Backstabber and Mauler, at least get them so that they are still in each other's side arc. And then maybe, just maybe, you can still get that ability where you are rolling 1 additional attack die. So there it is in a nutshell. That is how you would build a swarm list. Now, there are multiple swarm lists that you can build for multiple factions. This one just happens to be an Imperial. And I'm also going to tell you that in full transparency, this one is old. Some people are still flying variations of it. Some of them are swapping out a couple of these TIE fighters for bombers now, such as Captain Jonas. And there are other ships that you can swap out as well. So this is just my own 2 credits. This is a, some people refer to this as a Howl Swarm because Howl Runner is the key element to this. And then some people like to refer to these 2 as the brothers, and in which case, yes, you need to keep them together. So now, I think that's everything that I have to say on this particular list. So we'll just go ahead and jump back here real quick. Again, check out the resources here for other pilots and other upgrades that you may want to sub in for this particular swarm list. And let's see here. If you have any questions for us, go ahead and send us an email at the address that you see on your screen. If there's a topic you would like us to cover in another video, go ahead and suggest it. We'll take a look at it and see if we can get it into our shooting schedule. So thank you to Slides Carnival and Unsplash for all of the media in this presentation. And thank you to Yasby as well. Please support our channel. Tell people about us. Get other people to subscribe to us. We would very much appreciate it. Don't forget to click like on the videos that you actually want to see more of. And we very much appreciate your support. So thank you very much. And as always, BatMando out.